Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is Fm22, the beta is out, and I cannot wait for this one. We are here with Newcastle as the dream returns, as Newcastle have a lot of money, and that is a very appropriate place to do a beta save, let's be honest. Obviously in real life it makes a lot of sense to be in charge of Newcastle and FM. They just had a big takeover, billions of dollars put into the club by a new owner. Their manager's just been sacked, and let's be honest, I'm probably better than Steve Bruce anyway. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to do your beta save here with Newcastle. And look, I just feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's new features to get into FM22. We're going to go through all of that. You know, there's a new position. There's a wide centre back. Yes, I've never played 5 at the back on FM. We're going to try 5 at the back to start the season off. I can nearly guarantee you that. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. And we're here with Newcastle. This screen's always the same, but it's so nice, so why would it change? A little bit of background is in today. I have the day off, originally because I'm in the 2K main event for poker tonight, so wish me luck for that one there, thank you very much. But took the day off at work. We worked absolutely tirelessly to get the Friday off. Couldn't sleep, kept dreaming about busting the main event like really quick, which is not great. And then checked my computer, chucked it on with my work alarm going on, and next minute the beta was out. So brimming with excitement, the beta is here. We're here with Newcastle. The dream returns because Newcastle fans around the world can start dreaming of pastures new and a history of old. Because this is exciting times for them in real life, and it's exciting times for us here with FM22. Quickly got to plug the future, what's going on here. These pages are all the same. Joe Willock, obviously a good little player. Let's just have a look at this here. Elliot Anderson, any decent? I can't click on that from here. Oh, it does work. St. Maxim always good. For those that watch a bit of my Aston Villa save know that I bought St. Maxim in. They're thinking 4-3-3. I was trying to work a 5 at the back system, but we'll wait and we'll see. But yeah, you know, in real life, you know, they have a great history in Newcastle. A lot of the older fans would be now dreaming that they can replicate what they did early, middle, late 90s, start of 2000 being one of those top tier clubs. So I would like to obviously do that as well. Sign high reputable players, we can do that. Grow the club's reputation, that goes hand in hand. Increase commercial revenue. It's Newcastle, they have a big one. We're within payroll, probably not going to be the case. Top half, FA Cup, qualify for the Euros, win a domestic top, and all that. That is not too bad as well. Going to click next here as well. Schedule a press conference to meet the media. Yeah. Arrange an inter-squad friendly to assess the squad when possible. No. I'm going to arrange a coaching meeting with staff every 2 weeks. This is one of the new features I can't wait to see as well. So we'll definitely touch on that in this episode. In episode 1 here, I did load the beta. I did load a Newcastle save originally anyway, but that was just to make sure I got all the face packs, logo packs, all that sort of stuff working. To make sure this will spick and span for you guys here on YouTube. I feel like here in episode 1 we're going to talk about what tactic I'm going to use. I'm going to talk about what players that I want to maybe go through and maybe look at. I also want to, you know, maybe highlight the new screen with the coach meeting and all that sort of stuff as well. And you know, we'll just go through this one slowly here in episode 1, and then we'll probably look to then do something else as well. New players in the last year, their contract. Dummett, Shah, Longstaff probably the only ones that I may keep. Shah looks pretty decent, I'm not going to lie, as well. Dummett, and Longstaff's got that little bit of potential, but he's well-rounded and is a Longstaff brother. We'll probably keep him around for a little bit. We got a lot of that. Newcastle injuries, obviously Dubravka's probably my main one. I am selling the rest of those people on that list. John Joe Shelby, maybe I would keep. That's not too bad. In the transfer window so far, all the big transfers obviously come in already. Squad is a squad. Club vision, we just went through it. They want to reach the Europa League in 2022-23 and reach the Champions League in 2025-26. Just going to put it out there right now. I'm going to try and win the Premier League by the end of the beta. So, fingers crossed. Going to accept the current vision, of course, as well. Tactical direction. Now you want to know about a create a tactic. Let's go into that. And we're just going to go create your own. And I'm going to go 5 at the back. And I'm thinking straight off the bat, from what I've read about the match engine, you want to go something like this. Important to know for me, wider centre backs on attack. This is the new thing, right? is the main job of the wide centre backs is to start the opposing attackers from playing and to clear the ball from danger when required. However, unlike standard central defenders, the wide centre back is encouraged to stay wide in possession and support the midfield more like a fullback. That's all right as well. With an attack duty, the wide centre back is willing to make irregular overlapping and underlapping runs to create 2v1 situations. Now, on attack, that means they're getting really high and they're going to cross. Now, for me, especially being Newcastle, I don't think that is very viable. Maybe if you had like Rudiger and all that, as well, but you kind of got to play it in a way that you're like really got to have like a Conte-esque sort of play, and I don't think we're going to have that in Newcastle. We can buy one because we've got money, and actually that's probably what we should check is how much money we got. Job of a wider centre back on support is, I've read obviously about these already, is that he's probably going to step in, but he's not going to get as high, and he may underlap instead of just overlap, which is great. The defending one is the one I actually like the best, but let's be a little bit more aggressive. Because I think in a three at the back system, you want your centre back to kind of still be there at the back three to provide support, but step in when required. And I feel like it doesn't do enough on defend, but on support it does, which is not bad. And like if we quickly pick the team as well, picks it like that. Let's have a look at the cells, for instance. A wider centre back on defend, you see, has crossing and dribbling highlighted. On support, it definitely does. And then on attack, it's in green, same with support, which means they're probably bombing on a lot. But we'll wait and we'll see. How's FM22? Not bad, VB. We've only just clicked on ourselves, man. We are currently live on stream, YouTube. Links down below as well. Does Newcastle have $1 billion owner? Yes, it does, but he does. And that's where we're going to go next. Finances. This is all in pounds. £257, 200 million in the transfer, 2 million as well. So I feel like this is where we're going to leave you for now, YouTube. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with either a new screen or maybe talk about evolving this tactic at the minute. I feel like those aren't the roles I would play in this system, but this might be the base of what we build on here. You don't be surprised if I build a 4-3-3 as well, so St. Maxim and a Miron, who should be somewhere, can play it out wide as well, but or 5 at the back system with wingers, something like that. But at the minute, happy with that, how it looks. Never played 5 at the back. That's going to be the go. Test out these wider centre backs as well. And it should be a really exciting time. 200 million to spend. And if you are keen for FM22, show some love. Give this video a like. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel because we do have, obviously, a long-term save with Palermo called Aquila Villano that equals fly. That's in the FM22 video, which I'll probably link down below or find on my banner on my YouTube, where it explains what we're doing on all the saves. But here we are. Newcastle. Beta's out. 200 million to spend. Let's talk about what players we're going to bring in, what positions we need, and all the new sort of features that we're going to see here with the beta and Newcastle. Welcome back, YouTube. New screen alert. I love this, where you actually get a proper staff meeting with your staff, because you can run through things a lot easier than clicking on your squad and then that little tab up the top. So if you attend the meeting now, it actually gives you stuff. So like working Murphy's training for free kicks, sure. They feel like St. Maxim's game would improve sticking to the right-hand side of the pitch. No, because he cuts in from the left, actually. But yeah, Jamal Lewis stopped trying to play his way out of trouble. Doesn't win the game well. Sure, if that's what you think. Sure, but I'll probably leave the St. Maxim one there. And you can move on, and you can add the coaching assignments, remove the coaching assignments. Develop weaker foot. Try to develop his weaker foot. Try to develop weaker foot. You just can click through stuff so much easier. And I'll tell you that, yeah, not a problem. It would tell you that these guys are apparently going to grow. And then it even gives you coaches. And now you can either click on the coach screen from here and actually chat to the coach, or you can actually schedule it after the meeting. And my understanding is that then it pops up in your inbox. So I'm going to schedule all these for after the meeting now. Right. End meeting. And then it gives you the whole list of people to sign, which I think is unbelievably killer, which is great. So I'm going to actually click through that and actually see which ones I will sign, which ones I won't. Yeah, because I think our staff actually at Newcastle is a little low. So we'll definitely do that because we need to at Newcastle improve the facilities. Well, improve the facilities, improve the reputation by getting in better coaches. Was going through the squad, and after quick picking the squad in the 5-3-2, I just realised we have an abundance of good wingers for the league. So don't know what that is, but that's kind of what I'm settling on at the minute to build out of. Now, the reason why Tell you in a second, Kevin King. I'm liking the beta so far. We'll go more in depth into that. The reason why I like this so much is very simply put, Fraser's a very good right winger. You know, anyone that's got more than 3.5 stars are going to be a good footballer for us in that first season. You know, St. Maxiim's a good player at 4-star. Callum Wilson up top is a good player at 4-star. Joe Willip's a decent player at 3.5 star and can develop. So for me, that gets all 4 of them in the park in that little triangle. But if I want to play 5 at the back, how do you work that with a free up top system with the wingers? Very simply put, you go crazy. I feel like if you're going to have wider centre backs overlapping and like bombing in and helping Joe Willock, for instance, you need a defensive minded player to sit. Now, Hayden does a good job as a ball-winning midfielder on defend. However, if I can find a star-studded ball-winning midfielder on defend, I will sign. That is one of the places that we will look at. But I can use Isaac Hayden. Important to note, though, because we're only playing an actual one midfielder here and one sitting, we need some help in there. So having wing-backs on support that are going to overlap or underlap depending, having inverted wing-backs that are going to come in and help Joe Willock in here, and when we got the ball and Willock goes on, these two will sit in, we're going to be okay. And what that creates is Lascelles, Hayden, Dummett and Shaw will go when needed and will sit when needed, obviously. But what it's going to leave me is probably about 4 guys in the middle of the park. Willock with the ball up here, hopefully, is my thinking. And then look something like this in possession. You know, and that's probably how it should look in possession. I can live with that because the 2 inverted wing backs, that looks absolutely stupid now. But the 2 inverted wing backs, right, are probably going to, you know, hold in front of Hayden. Hayden will probably be the one that takes the 10 or the 9, and Lascelles will take 1. Only problem is if we come up against teams that leave 2, they could go long over the top. But I would imagine when we lose the ball and the fact we sit so deep and we regroup, Shah and Dummett should come straight back into here fairly quickly, which is nice, right? And we'll see this during the friendlies, right? And then obviously Lewis and Murphy aren't going to be too far away from either A, stepping in and winning the ball, but B, stepping into here. And then Joe Lillick obviously sits back in, and that's our shape. Because of that, I've gone a bit shorter at a higher tempo. I feel like once we get the ball, zip that ball around, and off we go. And I don't mind if they think they can play it into the space as well. So I'm actually going to leave it on standard. Reason why, if we think that we can slip St. Maxiim in or Callum Wilson in over the top with the speed we have, go. Be more expressive because we do have some really good attacking players. I'm actually going to turn it off. I feel like because we're playing 5 at the back, we need people staying there sort of sections. Reason why is we free form and we lose the ball in build-up, we're going to be too far out of position to really stop a counter. So if we actually take it off being expressive, St. Maxiim plays on the left, comes inside, right? Fraser stays on the right, stays wide. Callum Wilson runs channel, Willett getting up and down through the middle, and then the inverted wing-backs and all that. It would probably help us when we lose the ball, because it's probably important, but the rest I'll leave. Obviously distributing to centre-back, take shorter kicks. I'm going to regroup. Because we're playing 5 at the back, you don't want to hit in on the break, lose that ball, wing-backs come straight back, centre-backs come straight back in, wing-backs tuck into a 5 at the back, we drop super, super deep, I'll show you that in a second, and we then counter, and I feel like, because we're playing 5 at the back, especially with not much of a midfield when we regroup, because it's only a 1 and a 1, right, doing that allows me to just, right, get back in position, very deep, put 10 men behind the ball, and look, once they're in this sort of, you know, period about halfway, then we press like crazy, win the ball, and then we look to go again on the break. Reason why I've gone to positive is I do want to encourage us to have a possession-based game, but at the same stage, don't be surprised if I change that in games that we're not dominating to cautious, and then allowing us to be that touch more direct and probably play on the break in this system as well. But so far that's okay. So for me, at the minute, players that I definitely need to sign over. Shah's okay as a wider centre-back on support, but if he's the backup, perfect. Same with Dummett. I actually feel like this could be the meta this year if wider centre-backs are going to be really good, by the way, YouTube, is full-backs that can play centre-back because they're going to have good crossing for when they bomb on and be good off the ball. But yeah, I feel like at the minute, if those were the 3 that started in the open day, I wouldn't complain. But at the same stage, I'm feeling like definitely a centre-back out of these 3 needs to be upgraded, right? Obviously, Dubravka would come in the goal and Darlow's a backup's fine. Hayden as well, like I said, a ball-winning midfielder, very good. If he started the opening day, great. That might be the last mission I look to sign, but if we could find the Kante-esque sort of player, it would be great. For me, I think the big one if we play this system is finding wing backs that can actually be dual-footed and can go inside here. Because where Jamal Lewis actually looks really good in this, and I might actually train him to play on the right-hand side and be the backup on the right-hand side, I do feel that on the left-hand side, we might have issues because Murphy can't play out there and Murphy's not particularly great. So I feel like training some players in these positions should be okay, and then I might sell off a little bit of the scrap as well. But so far, not too bad here. So, you know, the scouting screens, all that is the same. I've already got some people being scouted. Marcelo is one, not going to lie. Alberto Moreno, I'll tell you what, if he's listed, sure, geez, man. Like, whoa. That is tempting. Not going to lie, Alberto Moreno is tempting because he would probably fit what I want to do. But, yeah, at the minute, I'm just going to have a look, see what's around. And that will be that. So, for episode 1, I'm going to call it there. Yeah, I am. We've gone through, obviously, what we're going to do here. What's going on. It's a new game. Get excited. Secondly, that's the system so far. Is that going to change? Don't be surprised if it ends up being 4-3-3 because, let's be fair, getting inverted wing backs is going to maybe be a little bit difficult. C, we got 200 million to spend. Who would you get it on? What positions? Am I dumb for probably not going for a player up front? Maybe, maybe not. If the right player comes around, someone world class, I probably would. But I feel like for me, at the minute, if we can get 2 inverted wing backs in, a centre back, and a ball winning midfield that's outstanding, we can build on that, stop leaking goals, and probably move forward and, you know, be okay this season. I feel like season 1's really for us is to spend the money, get a good foundation, get a squad that's going to be good enough to get us top half, and then from there build on in that second season, sign a couple more world-class players, and then hopefully go from there. Lastly, is that going to even work? Let me know in the comment section below. If you are excited for FM21, the beta, and obviously my save here in Newcastle, give it a like, go subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys next time for episode 2, where we will have our first game in the Premier League, in charge of Newcastle, on FM22, our first look of gameplay, and hopefully it will be a banger. I'll see you then. Thank you, and goodbye.